Golf is expensive. We know this. Clubs, bags, trolleys, clothes, balls, green fees, memberships, it all adds up. But does it have to be? Is there a cheaper way to play golf? I think there is. I'm going to show you. The most expensive part of golf usually is the clubs. But this whole bag and all the clubs cost me just over £300. This one club alone could cost that same amount. A putter, that could cost £300. Irons, they could cost upwards of £1,000. But again, they don't have to. A beginner set, you can get them fairly cheap. In fact, this one's probably worth about £250 now. But if you don't want to buy brand new, just go on to places like Golfbidder, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and just get second-hand and give it a go. What you need to remember is, though, those second-hand clubs might not be for your level of golf, and they're certainly not going to be fitted for you, and you need to bear that in mind. Lots of times these entry-level clubs are aimed at beginners, and so they're more forgiving. That's important, but just getting out there and hitting balls doesn't have to be super expensive. Just get some second-hand clubs and just start hitting. So what about courses? Well, right now I'm at the Moss Valley. This costs £8 for 9 holes during the week, £11 for 9 holes at the weekend. You might have seen me playing at somewhere called the Plassey. That is £14 for 9 holes during the week, £17 at the weekend. You can play 18 holes, I think, for £20 or £22. Now, the problem with a lot of places is that green fees might be £35, £50, £60. These are the higher end places. And I'm going to be honest with you, the difference between this place at £8 and even the Plassey at 14 is night and day. The greens, the fairways, the rough, it makes a huge, huge difference. The Plassey is a proper course with proper golf grass, properly maintained. This is a community course, really. They work really hard to maintain it, and we need courses like this for people to be able to get into golf. Of course we do, but you need to expect what you're getting for that £8. The greens aren't going to be great, but you're going to be able to knock the ball around, and that's really all that matters, isn't it? But what about all the gear you need? Don't you need rangefinders and things like that? Well, if you have a watch that tells you your distances, or even a handheld rangefinder, that could be brilliant. They can tell you where hazards are, they can tell you the slope rating, the elevation. Perfect, but you don't need that. In fact, all I use is an app on my phone. Here's my ball. There's the flag. Now, if I don't know how to gauge how far that is, I go onto my app. It's called Golfshot. I load it up and I say I want to start a round. Usually it will find the golf club that you're at, and I haven't had a situation where it hasn't found it yet. I play a start round. You can have a pro version of this app that costs money, but this version is free. I hit play now. And then what do? Well, I'm playing the front 9. I'm playing off the yellow tees. I'm telling it that I'm only going to play 9 holes. I'm not playing 18. Start round. Okay. It's now got all the holes that I'm playing. I'm actually now on the 3rd hole. It's a par 4. I hit that and it's telling me, okay, you're actually 86 yards to the front, or 86 to the center, and 70-ish to the front. I now know, okay, well, I can hit a good sand wedge or a light pitching wedge for me, and I know where I'm at. Yes, it has a few adverts, but it's free. You don't need all that expensive gear to get started in golf. Just use your phone. Golf balls, these little things. As it turns out, they're very expensive. But again, they don't have to be. If you want to buy a top-end set of golf balls, it's probably £30 or £40 for 12. And if you come to a cheap golf course, the chances are you're going to lose them. And that is a big investment. My balls, even now, I've been playing for around 6 months, are all lake balls. I go on Amazon, I go to Argos, wherever I can find them, and just get a massive box of recovered balls, secondhand balls. Now, in that can be some really cheap balls. It could be Top Flight, it could be Titleist, it could be Callaway. could be Nike, it could be any number of random golf balls. More often than not, it's on the cheaper end, but just do that. You can get 30 odd for £20. Just go do it. You're gonna lose them anyway. Don't overspend on these little things. Golf can be expensive. Of course it can, but it doesn't have to be. If you're just starting out, just go get yourself some clubs. Get some secondhand clubs, get some new clubs that are inexpensive. Get yourself down to a local course that's cheap and just play some golf with your friends. It doesn't have to be pricey. You don't need golf buggies, you don't need rangefinders, you don't need Callaway golf balls. Just go and have some fun, but be careful. Once you get the bug, well, your wallet gets emptier. But that's a problem for further down the line. Just play to begin with and enjoy it.